Hey everybody, welcome to the Fractured Focus reaction of Game of Thrones Season 1. Yes, I know you're thinking, man, these guys do everything timely. One of our co-hosts, Mr. Matt Swinehart, coming in live from Nebraska. Matt, how you doing? Are you excited?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm excited to get this over with so I can continue.
I was going to say, there's nothing that's a better testament for how much you enjoyed something when someone gets to say, yeah, let's hurry up and get this over with. Yeah. But he did follow that up with so he can watch more episodes too. Matt hasn't seen Game of Thrones yet. Of course, I'm one of your hosts, Ben Gordon, alongside my brother, Dan Gordon.
Hello.
We've seen Game of Thrones because we're normal people and it's been on for years. Matt finally got into the raging Game of Thrones series that everybody loves. And Matt, let's go ahead and jump right into. Obviously, this is spoilers, but if we need to say that when they're about to air season 7 this year, then come on, what the hell are you doing?
Matt's coming at us from 2011. So
2011.
You finally did it. You dived into it.
Yes.
Initial thoughts. What'd you think?
I liked it a lot, actually.
Right. He was trying to think of something fucking witty there.
Oh yeah,
went for the
you
easy
got
layup.
time. You got time. We're gonna be mining you for some
I
gold.
figure the quotes will roll off my tongue more as the seasons continue.
Mm-hmm. Was it as? I mean, you've only seen season 1, but I mean, you did. That is a good substantial amount to get into it, where you can tell if you're going to like it or not. So far, after 6 seasons and everybody talking about this, I'm sure that the hype that you must have had for this, or your expectations, must have been pretty high. So far, how's it measured?
I think it's right in line with it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was talking about it, but I really had no interest to watch it up until just recently.
Yeah. You didn't have anything spoiled? It's probably been so long you've probably been able to tune everything
That's
out.
a good question, though. I mean, are you aware of like maybe certain concepts or certain maybe things that are going to be coming down the line? Have you heard of anything? All right, so you've been more or less just kind
I'm
of
going into
blocked it
this
all.
blind. I'm avoiding
So
everything.
you didn't have, I mean, over the years, you haven't heard anything like people talking about maybe certain events that have happened in the series, or you were fresh. Oh yeah.
The only spoilers that I got was the photo shots for the different episodes. As I was going in and editing the subtitles, I would see certain characters' pictures for the episode.
Oh, okay.
So I have an idea of some of the people that make it further in.
Mm-hmm.
But apart from that, I don't have any idea what's happening in the next episode or 2 seasons from now.
So what was some of your favorite parts? Who were your favorite characters? Dish.
I feel bad because I'm blanking on the names of these things.
That's why we're here to help out. What did you like so far? What's your favorite parts of the show? We'll keep it simple.
I like the dwarf guy.
Yeah,
Tyrion.
The Dinklage.
Tyrion, yeah. Tyrion Lancaster, is that his name?
Lannister.
And Lannister, I'm sorry. Yes. I like him. I like Jon Snow. I like the Dragon Lady. I can't remember what her name is.
They call her so many different names, especially in the first season. I mean, Khaleesi is just the word for queen in the Cal. Mm-hmm. Her name is Daenerys. Her full name is Daenerys Stormborn Targaryen. So she's one of those silver-haired Targaryen people. Her nickname is Stormborn because she was born during a really bad storm. So Daenerys Stormborn Targaryen. So they call her Khaleesi, which just means queen, and that
They call me Daniel Walmart.
There you go. Don't they call her something else?
She acquires titles throughout the series.
Yeah. But I mean, for the most, I think in season 1 they just call her Khaleesi for the most part, which just means queen.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Because, what's his name? Jason.
Khal Drogo.
Jason Momoa.
Yeah. Drogo. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
Khal Drogo.
Drogo. Okay, so Drogo calls her something too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the stars in the sky.
Yeah,
or
like
that.
the moon of my stars or something like that. Something poetic. Yeah.
Some weak shit.
And then
that
she
only
calls him
Jason
something
can
in
get away
return.
with.
When you look like that, you can call a girl whatever you want. It's poetry.
Yeah.
I was surprised that he died,
Yeah.
and the circumstances that he died under was kind of like, right?
It was weak.
Yeah, but
it's pretty weak, but
Yeah.
you never
I guess
know.
he
Didn't
died
they say he's
undefeated.
gonna rise again when the sun sets in the sun sets in the east?
in the east and rises in the west.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That happened.
Still waiting.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
You don't, shh, no spoilers past season 1.
Yeah, no spoilers.
Shut up,
no
me.
Spoilers. So, no, the whole thing. I mean, the pace of it, I liked. The characters, I liked. A lot of boobs, some dong.
Yeah.
I guess you got to keep the ladies in the room somehow, right?
The quality.
Equality,
these aren't your
that's what it
haphazard
is.
dongs. These are
yes.
grade A.
This is what women were burning their bras for back in the 70s. So eventually they'd get lots of dong in Game of Thrones.
Full frontal.
Yep.
Yeah, both sides of the.
So congratulations, ladies, you won.
Yeah.
It's hard to follow. No, just like the way that it's gone. I mean, it's been a feverish pace. Like when they left, why can't I? Winterfell.
Yep. See, you're starting to get some of the stuff. It takes a while. You got to remember, when I first jumped into this, I got to watch 3 seasons back to back right away.
Yeah.
So a lot of this stuff, don't be surprised if you feel overwhelmed at first, because I just started, actually, when you said that, I want to get to your point, but before I forget, when you said you were going to start watching the show, I rewatched it, and I was going to kind of watch it on pace with you, and then I'm like, fuck that. And as soon as I started watching it, I just kept watching it.
I'm only going to do a little bit of crack.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of crack.
Just a little bit. You know, you are going to love it. Oh, my God. But I started watching it again, and even this time, this is probably like the 3rd or the 4th time I've seen Game of Thrones so far since it started airing. And there's so much stuff I noticed this time that I have never noticed before, like names that they mentioned at the very beginning that you don't find out who they are until seasons 2, 3, 4, or 5. I'm like, oh my God, they've been talking about this stuff right from the get-go, and I didn't even realize it. So it is all a lot all at once, but it's so fun that it keeps you in, and then you start to know some of this stuff, which makes you, curious and excited to learn more about it, and then do some of the research on it. And then the replays of them are really good. This is a series you could rewatch and pick up more stuff, over and over. But keep going. Okay, now you go.
Just like the way that they started that. I mean, the end of the first. I think it was the end of the first episode when Jaime pushes
Bran Stark, the Bran.
Yeah, when he pushes him out the window. As the finale or as the end of the first episode, I was like, "What? They just went there." Right?
I told you no climbing.
Yeah. It's like kind of overshadowing the whole incestual aspect of that ending episode, but I mean, still there.
Was that shocking for you when you saw that? Did you see that coming at all when you noticed that Cersei pulls her heads up and it was, his sister that he was nailing?
No, I really didn't see it coming until that moment.
What's your reaction to incest, Matt?
Well, I hope it's not positive.
Frankly, I'm against it.
I was going to say, be careful. There's only a couple right ways to answer that question. Doesn't matter how many people watch this video. It's up there forever, man.
Frankly, I'm against it.
It's a bold stance.
I figured.
Yeah.
I'm a conservative. What can I say? The way that first episode ended, and then just the continuous turmoil on the route from Winterfell to
King's Landing.
I mean, you really got to see how big of a douchebag that prince is, and he plays the character super well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a fucking ass.
Yeah.
He's quite the villain.
Also, Commissioner Gordon's son.
Oh, that's right. In The Dark Knight.
Gotham?
Yeah.
Oh,
no, the movie, The Dark Knight.
In the movie?
That's Commissioner Gordon's son that sees him outside and said, "My friends will never believe me," and he throws him his bat vision goggles or whatever he was using.
Yeah.
He's got range.
I guess I didn't recognize him from that. But yeah, I mean, things just escalated quickly. I kind of knew the king wasn't going to live very long. There was too many things going on.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, obviously I have some questions in regards to that, kind of just seeing what happened. Did his squire actually poison him?
Yeah. You don't know at this point.
Killing him?
Yep.
I don't know. All I know is that I saw him in the queen's bed at the end of the 9th or 10th episode.
That was her cousin, right?
they're family somehow.
Yeah. I mean, she seems to only want to nail guys that are in the family. Guys. Yeah.
When's the Dinklage gonna get that?
Yeah. How depraved can we go? the one guy in the show that's pretty much, well, not the one guy, but the guy that actually has, for the most, it's weird to say that. I don't even know if I can say a sense of decency, because he is kind of depraved, but he's just also so
depraved.
But he's got a good sense of morals for the most part, if you don't count the.
You're talking about Tyrion?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got to be one of my favorite characters too.
Yeah. He's awesome.
I mean, just the quick wit and all that stuff. I mean, that's really well played as well. So really well written.
If we kind of like maybe break down some, we can maybe go by families. I was kind of interested on your take, both kind of who you liked, who you didn't like, and this is going to lead into what I really want out of tonight, and that's like I want you to predict who's going to live and who's going to die.
With overall or within the next episode?
Yeah. Well, he hasn't gotten to the phrase Vala Morgulis yet, so I mean that just all men die.
Yeah.
But so if we go through the House Stark, I was kind of curious, like so Ned and his kid gets bastard or otherwise. Who kind of resonated with you most? On let's say like within the Wolf group, I'll call them.
The Starks of Winterfell.
Yeah, so amongst the Starks, I know Jon Snow's not technically a Stark, but he's obviously
bastards included.
Somebody you gravitate towards. I like his story. I like to see where it goes. I mean, he's already kind of taking control of the Wall in a way.
What do you think of the Wall?
Taking control of the. For what it was, I thought it was kind of cool. Hasn't gotten into it a lot. I mean, you saw the Outlook.
Oh, give it time.
You saw the tunnel, and that's it. I mean, so far in season 1, they don't do a whole lot.
700-foot wall of ice that's like how many thousand miles wide or 100 miles wide or whatever.
It's a big one.
It was interesting that talking about the Starks is that girl that they save that tried killing the young one when they were out there. She said she's from the other side of the wall.
Oh, the Wildling. Well, yeah.
Yeah, be interesting to see if they kind of explore how she actually got through the wall.
Oh, yeah. They talk about it in some of the episodes. I don't remember if they did it in the first one or whatever, but like they're always finding some Wildlings that
make it through to the northern lands.
And usually it's not through the wall, but because without going into too much detail, like the wall's really long. I think it's like over 1,000 miles wide or something. Well, whatever it is, but it's huge, long. And then until it hits the water. So if people really want to go around the water, up from the really cold lands, they can. But I don't know how else if they really talk about
how they
Wildlings.
Get through.
Yeah,
I mean there are we could without kind of going into because there's Castle Black, which is where the
Night's Watch.
Yeah, where the Night's Watch are based off of, but there are also other essentially kind of gate points throughout the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that they're not fully staffed.
Yeah.
So, but again, that's kind of just a potential explanation, but
I think they get into it a little bit more. It's been a while. Since
a little bit, but they don't. Yeah, I mean, I remember actually going through that too. As far as this wall is supposed to be definitive. It's an actual barrier. It's not just a geographical line of there's the north and then there's beyond the wall. Yeah. So you do see that from time to time, and I don't think they ever really give you a satisfying answer for how individuals or small groups of people get through.
Because obviously they could go around from the water side.
Yeah, but then you're talking like a huge trek to the east or west, and then back around.
Right.
So,
but I'm just saying that might explain why there's so few of them that do, and then there's people that climb it too.
Yeah.
So but we'll get into it.
So yeah, it's possible, but yeah, I'm kind of with you. They really don't give you a satisfying. Here's a reasonable way that these people can get through.
Yeah, like we found these tunnels that they dug underground.
Yeah.
Kind of like a wall that we have. Yeah. To our south, though.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Different topic.
Yeah.
Trump's Landing and then
Wildlings to the south.
Since it's even though I just recently watched this stuff, I binge watched like pretty much all the seasons together, so I'm a little. You'll have to remind me the cliffhangers that we left on at the end of season 1.
Okay, so at the end of season 1, the young king had just shown
Joffrey.
Joffrey had just shown the redheaded Stark's daughter his dad's head on a pick, and then the maiden's.
Oh, that's
head on
right.
A pick.
Yeah, what'd you think? Did you expect Ned to die?
No, I thought that they'd keep him around a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Poor Sean Bean.
But it definitely makes room for other characters to develop, and it sets the tone.
Yeah,
it really does.
I'll never forget watching that episode, thinking, "What the fuck?" Like, and then you just hate Joffrey.
Yeah,
he plays it well.
He does. He plays it well. But going through the Starks, Robert, right? He's the one that is now assumed the family responsibilities. Yep. He's leading the troops against.
The Lannisters.
Remind me of their names again.
The Lannisters.
Okay, I'm going to make a note of the Lannisters.
Trust me, after the second season, you'll have that name ingrained in your head, especially when they start hearing from Tywin. The way he says it, you're a Lannister. Remember, Lannister always pays their debts.
Yeah, I was going to say that too. Yeah, that got a little overdone, especially in that episode where the pit opened up or whatever when they were at...
the Moon Door?
Yeah.
In the Eyrie? Uh-huh.
Yeah, freaking crazy. Like, oh my God. And her kids know better than Joffrey. I mean, he's like, kill the little man now. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Are you telling me that breastfeeding up into the teens is like might have some bad repercussions?
I don't know. Yeah.
Nothing.
Something wrong with
Can
that
you
kid
imagine
anyway.
being one of the people sitting around court and they're like, oh, nothing weird here.
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh, she's got it out again.
Yep. Just whipping
Don't
it
make
out.
eye contact. No, she's friggin' loony. But let me see who's still around. The one kid's not a Stark.
Theon?
The kid from John Wick.
Yeah, Theon
he said he's
Greyjoy.
from the ocean.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep. Yep.
So, but he's with the Starks. What's the
you
reason
find out
for that?
more about that later on.
Yeah,
His
they
history.
did talk about it, but it goes so fast. You're kind of figuring out as you go. He's
a ward.
He's a ward. So the Greyjoys are on Pike, which is
it's like
that's the name of the castle, right?
It's the Iron Islands.
Yeah, the Iron Islands.
Often,
so he's the son of the king. Well, is he still technically? Yeah, he's the king.
Yeah, he is.
So he's the king of the Iron Islands, and so the people on the Iron Islands are ship marauders. They own the sea. They basically live on the water. Nobody can beat them out there, but they're also a bunch of thugs. So they keep trying this rebellion, and as soon as they come on land 100 miles, they get nailed all the time. So they started a rebellion, and Ned Stark shut him the fuck down, and as tribute, not only did the king's eldest 2 sons die, but his only living son, which is Theon, was left with Ned to be Ned's ward as, I don't know, tribute, payment.
Well, yeah, it's some
hostage,
some kind of political move
that was normal in the Middle Ages or whatever it is. But I mean, they treat him really good, but he's, because those shit fuckers at the Iron Islands decide, well, let's take over the mainland, like with your ships. You guys are fucking idiots. So, yeah, he's like the prisoner that is treated really well, but is caught between home and growing up with the Starks as their brothers, and a great guy like Ned Stark as your dad. Because the first season, what's he done so far?
He's still with Rob. He's still with Rob, isn't he?
He's still with
the
Rob.
armies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, no, but started out the episode, and I mean, these things are just coming to me as you kind of talk and as I'm thinking about it. So the first episode has the dire wolves.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how it opens?
Yep.
And then they all get their pups. So going through the kids, though, there's the one that fell. What's his name again?
Bran.
Bran?
Yep.
Okay.
Bran,
but then, so then there's also a younger brother than Bran, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Rickon,
yep.
Okay. He's only in two episodes, I think, the whole season, first season. Because he was in the one with the crypt.
Yep.
And then he might have been in one other one. It might have been his only episode that I saw him. At least only one he had a speaking line in.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But going over then to the girls, kind of torn. I mean, I understand the queen or the future queen or whatever. kind of understand that aspect of it, like why she has to do what she's doing. But
you mean at King's Landing? Like, what else could she do? She can't run.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, siding with him, and I understand that she can't really get.
Yeah, Sansa's kind of spoiled right now. I mean, all she does is wants to be queen, and Joffrey's really cute, and then
she's caught up in the whole romantic element of just,
she really wants, she's the spoiled little teenager that sided with Joffrey because, she can't lie or she can't, I mean, Ned Stark kind of tells Arya, she has to stand by her king, so.
Yeah.
She has no idea that he's that big of a monster asshole.
She's trapped. Yeah. By the end, she's just trapped.
Yeah, exactly. She doesn't.
I was really hoping she would push him off of that.
Yeah, I know. That would have really.
No. You don't get that satisfaction.
That would not that quick.
There wouldn't have been 5 books. There would have been 1.
But then obviously there's the one daughter that's on the run. And
Arya.
it seems like she's on her way to the Night Watch.
Yeah, to go meet up with Jon Snow.
Yeah, yeah, because she's with Robert's bastard son.
Yep.
And then the knight from the Night Watch that they sent there to get.
Right. Yep. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. So that's the Starks, right? Other than the mom, who's kind of crazy too, but
who, the Catelyn Stark?
Yeah.
I thought she was awesome. She's a strong woman that's like kick ass. She's not like okay, I'm the wife, whatever you want, dear. She's like a badass, I thought.
Yeah. She had those moments though in that episode with the Moon Door and Tyrion where it was kind of like she could have kind of stepped up and took charge, but it was kind of like, it felt kind of short there.
What would you?
But obviously she's. I don't know. At some point, she should have came to the realization that it wasn't Tyrion.
Oh. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, all she knows is that nobody in the Middle Ages treats a dwarf like a normal person. You can tell that on the fucking show, right? They're not exactly the civilized age we are. She doesn't know he's an actual nice guy with a shitty family. All she knows is these horror stories of the imp and this awful guy that's drunk all the time and spends all his time in brothels. And, we found out that your dagger was used to, an attempted murder on my son. So, it's not like she's not a 20th century girl. She's a Middle Ages.
Yeah. Well, and even then, like you say that, and it's like, was it really his dagger though? Because that guy that runs the brothel is kind of playing both sides.
Right.
Clearly.
Well,
He's
obviously
revealed his card.
We know it wasn't Tyrion.
But it wasn't even Tyrion's dagger. So I guess that's what I'm interested to see, is if it was even his dagger or
it's very loose evidence is what you're saying, and everyone bought into it a little too easily.
It is loose evidence given his character references now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that we've established.
Who's the only one in the show that says it was Tyrion? Someone did, right? That obviously was setting him up, but
the brothel guy.
Oh, Littlefinger?
The guy that runs the whorehouse.
Oh, gotcha.
It's the one that
You're
says,
right.
I know something you don't know.
Yep.
To the eunuch. And then says that he lost that in a bet to Tyrion.
Yep.
Over some joust or something.
Right. That's right. So that probably happened, but my guess is, Littlefinger's obviously playing both sides here. Tyrion probably has no idea what the hell's going on at all.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, and then the other part about that is he had, and we're getting kind of deeper into the theory here, but when Ned was looking at the genealogy book, he had that dagger sitting right on top of it when the queen came in.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't, I mean, maybe, it just wasn't written in there, but you'd think kind of as a cue, if she recognized it, they'd show you that she kind of looks at the dagger, then looks at him. And I never saw that in that scene.
Right. Because, I mean, they say even in the first season, pretty quickly within the first few episodes, I mean, it was Jaime's was the one that attempted it, right? Because then Cersei asked him about it, and he said...
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was like in the second episode, because she doesn't Cersei tell Jaime, like, hey, he's, like, not dead. Like, he's, in a coma.
Mm-hmm.
You should have finished the... No, that's when he pushed him out the window. You're right. So we just assume it was either probably Cersei, because it probably wasn't Littlefinger. I'm trying to think what Littlefinger's motivation to kill Bran would be. It's got to be Cersei or Jaime.
That's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that we don't know maybe shows how to remember if they come to a resolution, they just move on.
It might just be they move on.
All right. So, no, I was gonna say. So we've we've at least laid out the entire Stark family. I want to know of this Stark family. Tell me who lives and who's gonna die within. I'll screw it. I'll give you ever.
Okay.
Do they all go down in flames? Do all of them survive? Is there a happy medium? What are your thoughts? So it's
let's go with Ned Stark to die.
Playing it safe.
No, I'll tell you which ones I think. I think the next one to die is Robert, unfortunately.
Okay.
I think eventually they will kill the youngest daughter. They will kill the oldest daughter. I think Bran will carry on for a little while. Just because he's not viewed as a threat necessarily. I mean, he obviously he could know something's going on, but nobody's going to listen to him at this point. And then Lady Stark will eventually get off, I think.
What about Jon Snow?
How would you feel if you find out that they all live? Lots of people die, but Starks are the home team, motherfucker.
The stories are based around him, but I think Jon Snow, I think he goes for a while. I don't think he's dead yet.
Okay.
I don't know though.
Yes. All right. Well, we got season 2.
I hope not, because I think it's more Jon Snow's story than really the Stark story.
Well, the funny thing is, you coming in, fresh into this, never seen anything, hearing lots of stuff, people die all the time or whatever. Yeah, lots of people die, but now we're going into the 7th season. There's still tons of people from even episode 1 in the first season that are still in the show. So you really have no idea. At all.
I don't. Yeah, I have no
and
idea.
there's still going to be lots of people die, but I mean, look how many characters you've so far seen in the show if you count them all, and it's just going to add more as the seasons go. So lots of people die, but there's shitloads of characters.
Mm-hmm.
So, but Robert Baratheon, is that his name?
Yes.
Okay, so his son, I think, will.
Joffrey.
It'd be interesting. It's an interesting dynamic.
Because you figured out, obviously, Joffrey's...
Joffrey. No, his bastard son.
Oh, his bastard son.
Joffrey's not his son at all. Yeah. Joffrey's Jaime's son.
Anybody with eyes can
see.
And
that incestual thing. It'll be interesting to see, the two bastards, see if they actually, kind of realize what they are. He knows he's a bastard, obviously, the blacksmith's apprentice, whatever his name is. I don't know if they've given him a name, but... Bastard Baratheon and Bastard Stark.
Okay.
Offhand.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how long they last.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be interesting to see how long the Night Watch lasts.
Mm-hmm.
The Night Watch has existed for thousands of years, motherfucker.
Well, yes. But
you think you tuned in just as it's about to end? That's pretty good timing. That's like watching that horror movie where they turn on the radio and they said, "Coming in live, the insane asylum down the street." Just as maniacs. Right when they turned it on, really. So, do you got any questions? Were you overwhelmed about anything that you want to get cleared up?
No, I think I followed everything to some extent. I
Cool.
mean, I got a basic level of intelligence, I think. the dragon thing.
You're wearing an Iowa State shirt, goddamn right.
Pretty cool. The dragons were cool.
Mm-hmm.
I loved what happened to her brother when he got his.
Isn't that an awesome way to go?
Gold. Yeah,
put him down.
Awesome.
After the shit that he said to his sister about how I'd let this entire army rape you and whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got to go.
That was fulfilling watching this asshole.
That was episode 1 too.
Yeah.
So.
This guy's not redeemable.
So, he set the tone right away.
Yeah.
But
keep getting frickin' spiders.
No, that was
here.
Cool.
Yeah. It's leave it alone.
Uh-oh.
It's not. It's like over there. Anyway. All right.
Wow, a spider has derailed the episode.
Yeah, you didn't do anything to you.
Is this a spider from the north?
It's like, what's that?
Is a spider from the north?
Yeah, really.
Don't you remember?
Let's watch.
Are you on the wall?
Don't you remember the stories that one of the handmaidens or whatever she was, when Bran was resting in bed, and she was telling him stories of the White Walkers and the ice spiders and all that type of stuff. Just making sure.
Yeah.
That's
right. That's how it starts.
Appreciate that.
Cool.
Were they laying in bed or were they in a tub together? Or no?
What are we talking about now?
I'm sorry. I was thinking about the blonde-haired girl's brother.
Yeah.
That slave girl that they bring in to teach her how to like.
Oh, you're talking about
get Drago.
You're talking about Daenerys, right?
Yeah.
Daenerys Targaryen, Khaleesi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're talking the handmaiden that they bring in.
Well, to kind of show her how to,
how to make Cal happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she's hot. Like, what about her? What were you?
No, but she was telling stories too.
Yeah.
Like, she'd met like a bunch of merchants and a bunch of people that always told her stories.
Oh, all the different stories. Like, what was it? One of the moons was there used to be multiple moons, and it was a dragon's egg, and it got too close to the sun, and all the different stuff. Yeah, they hear all over the place. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. There's so much to.
This is the thrilling excitement
it is a
we
lot.
have. Huh? See, well,
It is
here's
a
what's
lot.
cool. It's a lot to take in all at once, but I'm assuming you see the appeal, and are you excited to like get into second season and watch more of this, how this unfolds?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think as this compounds and you get more, episodes under your belt, obviously there's going to be a lot more weight behind a lot of these characters, especially when pivotal moments come up that all the audiences that have seen this over the past few years have like gasped at, or like, oh my God, or really frustration, or a real big fulfillment out of, some moments that happen down this. So I think that this is going to get bigger as we do it. We'll try to do these reactions sooner as you finish them. Just sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. But I think this will get more exciting as we go along. There's a couple episodes I've already got in my mind that I want to make sure that he's like recording himself.
Oh, you want reaction?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
live reaction footage.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to watch you watch this. That's kind of creepy, even in my head as that was coming out.
Watch you.
It is kind of creepy.
Nothing. Totally fine.
Game of the Stalkers.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything else you guys want to talk about from season 1? What do you? So where you left off is Ned's dead. Joffrey's king. What was the big? How did it end? Season 1, episode 10 end. Remind me, because Ned got his head cut.
It ended with the dragons being born.
Dragons being born.
The fire.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Arya's on her way up north.
Mm-hmm. Sansa's still in King's Landing.
I feel like besides the dragons, there was some other kind of cliffhanger. Like they wouldn't just end it like anyone else.
Robert had just captured Jaime.
Mm-hmm.
His forces had captured Jaime, and Jaime's their prisoner.
Ah, that's right. Okay, the Kingslayer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't think if there's anything else big. Okay, so they've got.
Sorry.
That's okay.
No, it's Tyrion's is being sent to look over Joffrey in King's Landing.
Oh yes, he's the hand of the king now.
Yeah.
Did that just happen in episode 10?
That just happened.
Has he done anything as Hand of the King?
Nope.
No.
Okay,
they just
cool.
kind of said you're going to be taking on this role. Go down there.
God, I love season 2 and season 3 are probably two of my. I mean, they're all so freaking good. It's kind of like saying, well, this masterpiece is a little bit better than that masterpiece over there, but they're really good. So, Tyrion's Hand of the King. Robert's leading the rebellion, the war. Jaime, the Kingslayer, is captured.
Jon's hanging at the wall.
Jon's up at the wall. What's Jon doing right now?
Robert's actually King of the North.
King of the North.
Yeah. That's right. They named him King of the North.
Mm-hmm. They left. I'm trying to think.
What was Jon Snow doing?
I think they were leaving the wall.
They were going to go north of the wall?
Into the Northern Territory.
Okay. That's right. So they're going north of the wall. You're going to get to see the... Oh, what did you think about the White Walkers, the guy with blue eyes?
The in the first episode?
Yeah, I mean that's all you really see, so I don't really know how much you can go into what you think.
What are your thoughts on this pale
yay or nay?
man?
Look cool.
I thought that was pretty intense.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like to start the show out that way was definitely intense. There was the one guys that had been turned or whatever.
The whites
that attacked. Yeah, they were
that's what they're called.
Previous rangers.
I know.
They were rangers, and then they found their bodies or whatever when Jon Snow went to pray.
Yep.
and then the one attacked, and then it's how he got his sword.
Oh, that's right. He's got Longclaw. Valyrian steel. There's only a few of those in Westeros.
Yeah.
Cool. So why don't we end on this with a lot of this cool stuff? You got your foot in the door as far as characters. You're already attached to some of them. You like the flow of the story. What are you hoping to see in season 2 as you jump in with all these like little points that they've ended on from season 1?
It's hard. I don't really want to set myself up for.
I mean, going north of the wall, there's nothing you could know because this is exciting. It's all like what's beyond this huge 700-foot ice wall.
There's no wrong answer here.
So I mean,
honestly, I don't know anything about this story. I don't know anything about. I mean, I'm learning as I watch the shows, 100%.
What do you hope? What do you hope Sansa does to Joffrey?
Well, I'm hoping that Jon Snow survives the next season. I'm hoping that Robert also survives the next season. I would actually like to see them make it to King's Landing.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, he's just been named King of the North, so I'm wondering if there's going to be like this two territory type thing for a while.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to see some of the Lannisters starting to get offed, but I think Jaime definitely needs to die. Just kill him right now.
Really? You don't like Jaime? I mean,
so.
he's like not the nicest guy, but I mean, he kind of draws you in.
Character wise, no, he's great. He's a great character.
Is it
but
the douchiness? Is that
like,
what gets you?
No, I think it's more like I'm kind of in it with like strategically, and I think you're better off just to murder that guy right now with his chains on. Just hack his head off.
But then
just send him in a box. Or his head in a box, and he can put him on a spike out there.
Wouldn't the Starks be kissing Sansa goodbye then?
And would that be worth it?
How do they even know if she's alive?
Oh, that's true.
Well,
I think that girl's doomed no matter what.
Yeah.
The best case scenario, she's living in a tower somewhere,
right?
Locked away.
Yeah, I keep watching.
It'll be interesting to see if she actually starts to, with that idea of pushing him off, is that stepping off point where she actually starts doing some things and becomes more proactive in her own escape.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see that part of it.
Cool.
You're in for a treat.
Season 2 is fucking awesome.
Other than that, I'm hoping there's a lot more incest. Hoping there's a lot more dong.
Yeah. Definitely.
I mean, give the people what they want, you know?
I mean, yeah. I know that's what pushed the first episode.
Yeah.
Without giving you too many spoilers, I can definitely tell you that there's more dong. I can tell you that the incest level, I don't know if it goes up, but I don't think it really goes down.
Just a nice steady flow.
Yeah, you're holding fast.
This might be, as much as there's probably thousands, if not millions, of Game of Thrones reviews, discussions, whatever you want to call them on YouTube, we might be one of the first, or at least very few, that actually had not necessarily an expectation, but a hopeful desire of, to quote your words, more incest in season 2. So we'll see. It's hard when the first episode he's doing his sister doggy style. I mean, when you kind of start from there, that's your baseline. Then it's kind of hard to
welcome to the series.
Yeah. Well, but remember there is some there's some other stuff. That's,
okay. All right.
Yep.
Look forward to it.
That's why we do the reaction videos.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, his eyes got way too big when he said that right now because
really just let your imagination go with that.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, awesome. Why don't you go ahead and dive right into the second season, and we'll try to do a more timely reaction to that, and you'll probably be a little bit more jacked at the end of season 2 because there's a lot of cool shit that happens, and now you've kind of got the beginning, at least introductory exposition out of the way, enough to have some attachments to the characters that you really know. But I'm glad you liked it so far. I knew you were gonna fucking love it.
Yeah, it is really good.
Yeah, it's fun.
Cool.
And honestly, I don't mind. Kill them off before I can get too attached, I guess.
There you go.
Because I really did like Ned. I liked Ned's character. But
yeah, you're right though. That's a good way to set the tone. When that happened, I'm like, no fucking way. I can't believe. Oh, it just makes you so mad. You're like, no, the sword's not coming down. Then you just
Yeah, not the best guy on the show. Somebody do something, like have that Braveheart moment.
Yeah.
But then again, I guess at the end of Braveheart,
He's still,
that's even worse. That's you're watching the guy get tortured.
Yeah.
Ugh, thanks for putting that image in my head. Wow, I didn't think I'd get more grossed out after than talking about incest. But we're so desensitized from Game of Thrones. We're just like, nailing his sister.
That happened.
Yeah, give me another beer. All right, cool. Cool. We'll dive into season 2, and we'll do a reaction after that one too, ladies and gentlemen. If there's anything
you want to reminisce about.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm going to say, obviously, don't put up spoilers and ruin it for Matt, but I can just tell Matt, don't read the comments on any of this shit until you've watched, just to be safe. But out of our, average 20 to 30 viewers, I think that we're safe.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I apologize for messing up their names.
That's.
I'll do better.
Season 1, you get a pass. Season 2, it's going to be a little weird. Season 3, dude, you're not a fan, and you need to just get off the internet right now because you are going to experience a tirade.
All right. Maybe we'll have more people watching then.
Yeah. Cool. All right, dude. Watch season 2 and then we'll rock it.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah.